Hello once again, my name is Susan, and this first video is going to be the honest truth about why medical treatment is so cheap in Turkey. And once again, excuse me for keep looking off the screen, but I have notes on my computer with facts and figures and I do need to refer to them. I don't want to get anything wrong. As this is only a 1-2 minute video, I'm only going to be able to give you one example of why it is so cheap in Turkey. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare the salaries of a Turkish nurse to the salary of a British nurse. Today is the 26th of December 2022. So the figures that I'm going to give you now are relevant for this date. So a Turkish nurse with a 4-year university degree in nursing and with 4 years work experience takes home between 7 and 7,500 Turkish lira per month. Now today the exchange rate is 22.57 lira to the pound. And that means if I convert 7,500 lira, which is what the nurse takes home, into pounds, that comes out at £322 a month. Now I looked on the internet and I looked on a website called nurses.co.uk, and written in December this month, 2022, they're saying that a newly qualified nurse, no work experience, newly qualified nurse takes home between £1,750 and £1,850. Compared that to a Turkish nurse who's taking home £322. And remember, that's an experienced nurse with 4 years work experience. So that basically means if that Turkish nurse wants to have a surgery like the gastric sleeve, I'm going to use that as an example because I personally had that operation here in Turkey. If a Turkish nurse wants to have a gastric sleeve, it's £3,200. By the way, that's going up next month. But £3,200. That means that will cost that nurse 9.5 months' salary. But when you compare it to a British nurse, that's about 1.5 months' salary. And that is the difference in the comparison you've got to look at. The cost of living is so much cheaper in Turkey. It's not cheap. Medical treatment is not cheap for Turkish people. It's only cheap for British people because your cost of living is so high, you earn a much higher salary. So you really cannot compare the Turkish culture with the British culture when it comes to medical treatment. In the meantime, I can assure you that the medical treatment that you will receive is of the very highest standards. I have had cancer treatment in Turkey. I've had a full hysterectomy because of it. I've had gallbladder removal. I've had gastric sleeve. And never ever at any time have I been nervous that I am not receiving the highest quality standard of surgeons and care, etc. So just to throw in at the very end, I'm not advocating anyone smokes, but a packet of cigarettes in Turkey costs 30 lira. That's about £1.35 for one packet of cigarettes. Another example of the difference in prices in Turkey. If you're interested in booking anything with us, the gastric sleeve or plastics or any type of treatment, please contact us. Goodbye.